It's 2021 and I'm playing Warzone in the middle of the night, and whilst I'm waiting for the next game to load, I'm scrolling reels on TikTok. And while I'm on TikTok, I see an interesting video that really catches my eye, because the guy's like, look man, time to lock in, you're in the middle of your game, every time you die, you do 5 press-ups. And I was like, yeah man, I'm locked in, I'll do that. I was thinking, yeah man, so this is an excuse to play a video game and I can get locked in and get jacked just by doing 5 press-ups in between the game. Yeah man, I'll do that. And obviously bro, me and you know, I was a retard. Like, come on, that doesn't, me doing 5 press-ups in the middle of a Warzone match, it doesn't mean anything. I'm not gonna get hench, I'm not gonna make any actual gains. But the interesting thing happened when I woke up. That same 19-year-old version of me, the gamer, addict, anxious, doom scroller, I woke up one morning and I did 5 press-ups without needing to do it in the middle of a game. And this is where, unbeknownst to myself, I found the power of the domino effect of habits. That was 5 minutes of control and self-inflicted discipline. And I never realized why back then, but now I know why I felt so good. Because that day, that same day where I did those 5 press-ups, bro, I actually went and did a weighted pull-up workout. I put my mum's like rice bags in a backpack and I just started doing pull-ups. Because I've got a pull-up bar in between my door frames. I just went on that and I started doing weighted pull-ups. There's never been a point that I remember back in those days where I was ever consistently training. I was always sort of one time here and there, maybe once a month, twice a month, I would do these random workouts. But those 5 press-ups, bro, within the first 5 minutes of waking up, now I know it. I've manipulated that same lever that made me feel so good back then, even as a scroller addict gamer who was literally skinny fat, and I didn't even like what I saw in the mirror when I went into the bathroom and I went to have a shower, bro. I would look in the mirror and think like, is that really what I am? Is this my physical form? And I'd hate it, bro. And I'd think, I would always imagine myself with a better physique. I'd always imagine myself being better in uni and actually getting the good grades. And with a reality like that, all it took was 5 press-ups in the morning to make myself feel good, bro. And from that point, it took me 2 years since then to fully take control of my mornings and really put into effect the domino effect of habits. And I've been doing it since then, and bro, my life has just been in an upward spiral since. Modern day society leverages short form content and video game addictions to make you complacent. They are injecting comfort into your bloodstream to neuter you. But discipline's the way out, and this is how you actually start to achieve your real goals and become the man that you really want to be. But bro, most people nowadays, most young men who should be full of ambition, the guys who are going to be building the next generation of society, man, this is bigger than you think. We are the ones that are getting complacent. We're the ones that are actually neutering ourselves because the information's out there. Videos like mine, bro, you already know what to do, and I'm about to give you some specific information that literally isn't available anywhere else online, because this is the stuff that really got me onto the discipline path, onto the path where I'm now able to live a life that I actually like, man. Yo, my name's Jas, and I help young men get disciplined, bro, because it changed my life, and I know the exact techniques that will help you get there faster than me and better than me. This is what my channel is for. I drop absolute sauce, bro, completely for free, and you seem interested, so drop me a subscribe because it helps me help you. A good life is made of good years, which are made of good months, which are made of good weeks, and good weeks are made of good days, and good days are made of good mornings. So what we gotta do, bro, you don't have to think about, oh, what am I gonna be doing in a year? All you gotta think is about what you can do literally tomorrow morning, and you can put yourself on the correct trajectory for the rest of your life. Think about how powerful that is, man. You could change your entire trajectory just by making one little shift. You can call it the butterfly effect, you can call it cause and effect, whatever you want. But you know this in your head that you could literally do one small change tomorrow that will actually put you on a different future. And I'm going to tell you that change today, bro. And I'm going to tell you how to make it really easy too. Because what I found out from those 5 press-ups, remember from 2021, is that the domino effect of habits every single morning is what will get you closer to your goals, because it makes the hard habits easy and fun. So what exactly is the domino effect? It is when you do 1 to 3 really easy low friction habits to like lubricate the discipline part of your brain before you do the actual discipline thing. This could literally be press ups, drinking cold water, looking outside for the sunlight, writing 3 affirmations for the day, saying an affirmation, something super easy that doesn't require much mental power. I'll tell you the exact ones that you can do and how to implement this into your day, but first, before that, we have a prerequisite, and the prerequisite is that you have woken up 2 hours before your first non-autonomous task. The first non-autonomous task, I know that sounds like a big word or whatever, bro, but look, all it is the first task where you are not in charge. So you're not in charge of school and you're not in charge of work. It's usually that, like, no one really has any other non-autonomous task. If you have to go to school at 7 a.m. or you have to be at work at 8 a.m., whatever it is, the moment that you start getting ready, Mentally think about that time right now. Like, when do you start getting ready for school? When do you start getting ready for work? It's probably about like what, 7:30, let's say. If it's 7:30, the 2-hour method is that you wake up 2 hours before you start getting ready for your first non-autonomous task. That's the prerequisite, that you have to wake up, let's say about 5:30 in the morning. That will be a pretty universal time for everyone. Like, no one really starts getting ready for work before, 7:30, 7 a.m. Let's call it 5:30 for this video. The prerequisite is you have to wake up at 5:30 because you have to give yourself that window. What's the point of doing the domino effect of habits, bro, when there's nothing of your own that you're building, there's nothing of your goals that you're making progress towards? What's the point? It negates the purpose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set that 2-hour window, and we're gonna set up one massive hard habit that you can do to really strengthen your willpower and make you able to then do harder work throughout the day so you can actually make progress towards your goals. This is what people really mean by like locking in, monk mode, all of that rubbish, right? They're not going to tell you what it really is. I will tell you how to implement this into your life, bro. So let's get straight into it. You've got to write down the wake up time. So you open that notes app right now, bro. What you need to do, like literally as I say these words, lock the hell in, bro, because listen up, you need to get that notes app open on your phone right now. Don't fucking lie to yourself, and don't tell yourself that you're going to do it off this video, because you know you won't. Have the intelligence to know that you are on an app right now, you're on YouTube, it's just going to show you another video and you're going to click, or you're just going to go off your phone, click the Instagram shiny button, or you're going to go on Snapchat, or you're going to go on WhatsApp, you're going to check something else on your phone and you're going to forget to do this, bro. I'm giving you the reminder right now. Get on that notes app right now, bro. This is all it takes. You're proving to yourself your discipline just by swiping off this video, because I know how much mental friction there is. Like, get the hell off this video and get on that notes page. And when you're on that notes page, write down the wake up time and write it as a checklist, yeah, so you can literally tick it off or whatever, as a checklist to be followed in order, one by one. So you write like 5:30 wake up, and then you write 1 to 3 domino habits, and those could be like 5 press ups, 20 squats, look outside the window, drink half a litre of cold water. You get the idea, bro. You can be creative, you can literally like write whatever you want. That's just going to be kind of easy to do. A quick rule that you can implement is like, think, okay, what could any guy do? Any guy can drop down and do 5 press ups, bro. Any guy can do like 10, 20 squats. Any guy can drink 500 milliliters of water upon waking up. It's nothing crazy. It could be something as simple as just like making your bed. It's so simple. The domino habit is literally just lubricating that discipline part of your brain, because what we're going to do next is going to be even harder. So before we do that, get the hell off this video, bro. You know what to write down now. You've got a vague general idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to overthink this. It literally takes 30 seconds to get off this video and onto the notes page that you need to write down the exact habits that I'm telling you to do. And all you need is like 1 to 3 of them, bro. It's not that hard. All you got to do is write this down. 5:30 wake up, then 1 to 3 domino habits, and then come straight back onto this video. If you're back right now, then promise to me that you have like gone on your notes page and actually written the stuff down. But now I know you're lying. Most guys, like 90% of the guys in this video, have not written down what they need to do on that notes page, and I know they're still watching, but you're still, bro, you think that you're not the 90% I'm talking about. You haven't written it down on your notes page. You think you're going to do it off this video. You're not going to do it. So take the action right now. Prove to yourself that you can unlock that discipline part of your brain, and just listen to what I'm saying, bro. Tell yourself to do it. Get yourself off this video and write down on the notes page the one thing. Wake up at 5:30 and then just do 1, 2, 3 domino effect habits. And after that, you write down that you're going to have a cold shower. Why is it a cold shower? Because, bro, a cold shower is one of those habits that does not get easier with time. I've been doing cold showers now consistently every single day, no matter what, for the past year straight, and I still, this morning itself, could barely get myself to get in there. And that's not a one-off thing, bro. It's never easy. But the reason I do it is because I told myself I would. I had that written down from the night before, and I just knew, like, bro, this is the life I chose to live. I chose to be this guy with high discipline, high willpower. I want these big goals. I want these accomplishments, and the only thing that's going to make me be able to do it is this level of autonomy, bro. So give yourself that power. Give yourself that control. Stop letting yourself tell people and your own self that you're going to lock in and you're going to do all these habits and you're going to do these big tasks during the day, like training and working on a business, getting high level career, getting high level education, and getting these good grades in school, or whatever, bro, whatever you want. It comes from autonomy. It comes from being able to do the hard work. But if you can't convince yourself to do something hard every morning for yourself within that 2-hour autonomous window, bro, you're getting killed. You're getting smashed by other guys that like can actually do this stuff, and they're probably not even as smart as you. So get that written down, bro. Cold shower, and then all you got to do is execute on a high leverage task, and that's specific to your goals, bro. That could be a training session, that could be doing past paper on the exams, that could be reading a book on how to influence and persuade if you're in like a sales job, for example. I'm using that example because that's something I'm currently interested in for my career. And you could do one high leverage business action that you need for your business, so you could like DM 100 people or whatever you need to do for your business model. Imagine the times where when you're trying to get that one friend, that one guy that you know has got such high potential to lock in, that one guy who's like pretty good genetics, he's probably got a pretty intelligent mind, and you're trying to get him to lock in on the goals that he has because he's got pretty big goals. He's young, ambitious, high achiever potentially, but then he doesn't do the work. You know what work he should do, and you know like vaguely that he could be like such a sick guy, but he doesn't take any action. And how do you feel when you give him this advice and like you tell him, oh bro, like you should lock in, yeah, we should lock in together, and then you just see the guy does nothing? Do you want to be a guy like that? Because that's how I feel right now, man. I feel like I'm talking to someone who has such high potential, is a young, ambitious, flipping young bull of a man, but he just doesn't have the capability to do these things because the modern world has neutered him too much, bro. I myself cannot convince you to undo the last like 16, 18, 21 years of conditioning, however old you are. That is how long it's been for you being shown and drip fed comfort throughout your whole life, and that's why you've been unable to achieve anything great so far, man. But we can solve that together. Like, just take the action I'm telling you in this video, and you will soon see that you have knocked over the smallest domino, you can knock over the biggest one, bro. I don't know which like old school scientist philosopher guy said it. I'm just gonna say it's Archimedes, but he said, give me a lever long enough and I can move the world. You're building that lever now, meter by meter. Every single good habit you do, every single time you take one step towards your dream physique, your dream business, your dream career, you have added a meter of length to that lever, and when you then decide to push it, bro, you can move the world, you can move mountains, you can become the guy that you've always wanted to be. One day you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to see that dream physique. Do you know why? Because I actually did it myself, bro. I had that skinny, fat, disgusting, ugly physique, and then after doing a year of the good habits, I look in the mirror, a year of bodybuilding training, bro, and look at my physique now. I've absolutely transformed it. I've got a six-pack, I've got big arms, big shoulders, I'm actually strong as well, bro. I can pull 3 times my body weight, I can do completely strict one-arm pull-ups, none of this rubbish. Straight up like this. And I'm proud of it, bro, because it's not just the physique. I went from a mediocre uni student to a guy who has now written 2 first-class dissertations from one of the top unis in my country, man, for engineering, one of the hardest subjects. I put myself on that path and I actually crushed it, bro. What did that lead to after uni, man? I gave a 1 in 2,000 performance for one of the highest sought after jobs, which is consultant research engineering, and I actually got it. They called me, they said, you were the top performer out of 2,000. And I was thinking, of course I was, bro. There aren't going to be those other 1,999 people who have done these good habits, who are capable of telling themselves that I'm going to execute and then actually doing it. I added meter by meter to my leverage stick and then I pulled it down when I wanted that job and I actually got it. And I ain't stopping here, bro, because in my career I've been progressing really quick. It's been like 3 months since I entered this job and they've already been highlighting me to people that are literally on the C-suite exec level, and I've been having meetings one-on-one with them. Like, bro, I can't even give you too many details because of like the nature of the role and whatever. Bro, I wish I could tell you completely everything, like exactly what I work on and everything, but I can't, unfortunately. Since starting uni, I wanted to get the top level career. I even worked for a year in a regular engineering job that was just like so mid. I wasn't doing actual engineering. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I didn't have a clear path. I didn't have a clear goal, but I was just starting to learn about discipline, and that was 2 years ago. Those 2 years could have been 6 months, bro. I could have subtracted literally 1.5 years off my journey and I could have made it here so much faster. With my dream career, my dream physique, I could have done it all. And that is why I've started the Pathway of the Tiger, bro. I put every single thing I know into a collage of videos, and you even get a one-to-one consultation with me if you choose to click that link in the description and press buy. Because, bro, it costs less than any other coaching will. It costs less than any like gay supplement stack. It's probably the same as your gym membership. It costs the same as a couple of flipping haircuts, bro. And you have this information for life. You have access to me. We can talk one-to-one and get the information that I know and apply it to your situation. You know the actions, but you don't know how to execute. Let's get it done, bro. On that note, man, sweat or regret, bro. Thank you for watching. I'm out.